And what exactly is supply? Supply represents the producer's willingness and ability to produce and sell a good. So what does the law of supply states? The law of supply states that there is a positive relationship between price and quantity supplied, which means that when prices go up, your suppliers, your producers, they're willing to produce more because they have more incentive to produce more units now. Again, ceteris paribus here represents in Latin for all else remaining constant. So our supply curve is going to be an upward sloping curve illustrating the positive relationship between price and quantity supply. And it's going to look like this. This is supply curve is upward sloping. Now, what will cause a movement along the supply curve? If there's a change in price, okay, this is $2. If your current price is $2, you are producing supplying 10 units. If your price goes up from $2 to $10, you can see that the quantity supply increases from 10 units to 50 units, which causes a movement along the curve here. So a change in price will lead to a change in quantity supply, which is a movement along the curve. And a change in supply is a shift of the entire supply curve left or right, which is brought about by a change in non-price factors. So your non-price factors of supply will involve 1. Technology. So advancement in technology will result in production methods becoming more efficient, which will increase your production capacity, lowering your cost of production, and therefore increasing supply. Right, so note the typo here, this should be production capacity and not productive capacity. Expectation of future prices. If firms expect prices to rise in the future, they will choose to wait to sell later because they can sell the good for a better price in the future. So they will reduce supply now. Okay, number of firms. If there is more number of firms selling the good, this will increase the supply for the good. And taxes and subsidies, this is very straightforward. If the government provides a subsidy, it will lower the cost of production, increasing supply. If the government imposes a tax, it will increase the cost of production, therefore decreasing supply. And lastly, prices of factored inputs. Your factored inputs are things like your labor costs, your rent, your raw material costs, your electricity. So an increase in the cost of factored inputs will lead to an increase in the cost of production, which can lead to a fall in supply. So these are all the factors that affect supply. These are your non-price factors of supply.